Hello everyone, welcome to your lecture on youth, collective action and connective action. This lecture is a part of your paper on youth, media and society. The initiation of new media has brought massive transformations in the domains of commerce, politics, culture and society. One could have hardly imagined that new media would foster such enormous transformations within every sector. New media has not only engendered transformation but also reconstructed the entire pattern of information and communication systems. Most significantly, it has changed the manner of youth's engagement with politics. Today, more and more young people are showing interest in politics and civics with increasing participation in new media activities. The new media, among many other features, facilitates global connectivity and greater access to the information storehouse through the platform of social media. The characteristics of the new media foster participatory politics among the youth. While earlier the traditional media failed to encourage political involvement of the youth, the new media, by providing a participatory medium, encourages the youth to take part in political communication. It is very important for any nation to involve its youth in its political framework to strengthen its foundation. The political, social, economic and cultural developments of a nation depend upon the inclination and interest of the youth towards these sectors. The new media in this respect has contributed generously to encourage youth's participation in politics. Today, the youth engages in political interaction, motivate other youths to take part in political discussion, raise funds and often form independent associations to disseminate political views and concerns through the new media. Since this new media platform fosters global connectivity, the political views can be shared and exchanged across diverse cultural and political systems. This helps in broadening of political visions and political developments. However, along with having promises, political participation through social media also has its perils. The rapid propagation and popularity of the social media due to its ever-increasing utility has attracted the young population towards it. There are more chances of passive participation in the political processes rather than active role playing. Though youth's political engagement has increased over time, fostered through their participation in social media, such participation has failed to actively engage them in decision making and democratic processes. Today, the youth puts forward their political views through social media by means of updating profile statuses, tweeting, commenting on others' political views, as well as by creating and writing political blogs which can reach to a wider population. However, the more important task of leading political groups protesting against malpractices or put forwarding new ideas and observations remains to be attained by the youth. Though social media has enhanced connectivity among the youth, fostering collective action is yet to be achieved. This lecture will provide an understanding of the difference between youth's collective action and connective action concerning social media and politics. We will discuss the importance of social media in enhancing political participation among the youth. The lecture also studies how participatory politics have been instrumental in associating the youth with politics, as well as the shortcomings that need to be overcome to develop the political infrastructure of a nation. The digital media, especially in the 21st century, has created new possibilities in the field of political participation and development. It has been successful in involving more number of youths in political affairs compared to the period when digital media had not gained much popularity. Civic and political engagement of the youth is considered to be significant across all societies and culture due to its greater impact on the nation as well as on the individual. Involving the youth in decision making and taking action against injustices helps them to remain connected with society. This not only helps them to develop a strong personality and identity, but also keeps them away from engaging in spiteful and virulent activities. From a wider perspective, it helps a nation to make its foundation strong and secure. Social media plays a pivotal role in proliferating youth participation in political affairs. By giving them the platform to create political blogs to put forward their political views, by providing them greater access to political information, and by facilitating exchange of political opinions, the social media has contributed generously in politicizing the youth. However, youth's participation in political affairs through the internet has not been entirely successful in direct participation in political processes like voting and becoming members of political groups. Nonetheless, it has helped in increasing political engagement. A survey conducted by the Center for Study of Developing Societies reports youths in towns and cities take more interest in politics compared to the past. Data indicate that While in 1996 only 43% of the youth said that they had an interest in politics, in 2011 this number had risen with just a little less than 3/4 of youth, that is 71%, admitting to having an interest in politics. However, the State of the Urban Youth India 2012, which is a part of IRIS Knowledge Foundation and commissioned by the UN Habitat Global Urban Youth Research Network, reports that there has been no significant increase in voter turnout among youth. This indicates that there has only been a virtual increase in political participation. Though such developments are also crucial for any nation, efforts have to be undertaken to increase real-life participation in political processes. However, it cannot be denied that with digital media making its way into everyday life of the youth, there has been explosion of information in every sector. They can even convey their opinions regarding such policies, ideologies and shortcomings, as well as exchange opinions about possible alternatives. Social media also provides them the platform for raising their voice against injustices and taking collective action against those injustices. The collective potential of the youth across the world has the ability to influence formulation of new policies and even bring about changes in political ideologies. In India, in the recent past, the social media platforms have been flooded with protests by youth against the rising atrocities and injustices. Anna Hazare's historical protest against corruption got supportive voices through youth's involvement in protest. Several cities across India saw the youth taking active participation in the protests as well as raising their opinion against anti-corruption through social media. The social media also got flooded with protests following the harrowing incident of Nirbhaya in 2012, demanding justice for her and punishment for the accused. They also took the protest to the streets, arranged demonstrations and candlelight march throughout the country. We also saw protesting against atrocities in university campuses, as it was in the Rohit Vemula case, where issues regarding caste discrimination led to the suicide of the Hyderabad University scholar. The social media has always been used as an instrument for expressing political views and voicing against socio-cultural prejudices by the youth. Since information spreads faster than a blink of the eye through the social media, it has been a political game changer. Almost all the political parties are now focusing on issues concerning youth to uphold their popularity among the youth. Thus, the connective and collective participation of the youth in the political processes can prove to be significant in strengthening the political framework of the country. Youth and participatory politics. With the world moving towards digital dominance and dependency, the political landscape of the world is also undergoing transformation. The youth, especially in India, who earlier did not consider politics to be an area of interest and averted it as a matter best understood by the elders, are now reconsidering it as a matter of concern. This has been possible with the propagation and popularity of the social media, which has been instrumental in uniting the youth across the world at a single juncture. It is often defined as an act concerning political activism which is peer-based and interactive in nature and is free from the control of the elite-run institutions. It involves greater participation of the youth concerning political affairs like writing political blogs, self-made videos, creating pages on the social networking sites, etc. These help in uniting youths from different parts of a state as well as a country to join protest against injustices as well as sharing innovative political ideologies across borders. This has been possible due to the proliferation of activities in the social media and the overall time spent by the youth in social media activities. Moreover, greater accessibility to smartphones has made it possible for the youth to involve them in political affairs. The social media has been successful in uniting youth from diverse culture, religion, and ethnicity to interact with each other and participate in political processes. The youth engages in participatory politics by means of the following activities. Firstly, investigation. The social media helps the youth in minute observation, collection, and analyzing of political information. In addition, they also judge the authenticity of such information disseminated by political groups and institutions, political candidates as well as newspapers. Secondly, circulation. The social media provides a wider platform to bring together people overcoming all differences. Thus, the political information is broadly circulated so that people can gain knowledge about present political scenario and provide valuable feedback. Thirdly, production. The young users of social media not only receive political information but also generate political observations through blog writing or videos which provides an expression to their political perspectives. Fourthly, dialogue and feedback. After collecting political information, the youth often engages in dialogues which includes exchange of view regarding political scenario and ideologies through blogs, videos, and even arranging face-to-face meetings. The youth sometimes also provides feedback to the political leaders by commenting on blog posts or writing feedback emails. Though digitization of media has brought widespread transformation in political scenarios and enhanced political participation of the youth, the shortcomings cannot be overlooked. While social media has been instrumental in connecting the youth across geographical and political borders, it has not been completely successful in perpetuating collective action in political processes. all political discussions, exchanges of ideologies, providing feedbacks and even protesting against injustices are performed through social media. Moreover, it cannot be claimed that all youths take active part in political participation, especially in third world countries which are affected by digital divide. Also, the huge number of youth residing in rural areas cannot involve themselves in participatory politics due to the digital divide. Thus, despite the growing interest towards politics among the youth fostered by social media, voter turnouts still remain low. While social media have helped in connecting the youth throughout the world and facilitated political communication, the collective action of the youth still needs to gather momentum to complete the process of political participation. Summing up this lecture, it is evident that any democracy requires the involvement of youth in its political processes to develop and secure its political framework. The initiation of new media has provided a doorway to increase the participation of youth in a country's political process. The engagement of youth in politics is important because the collective power of the youth is very powerful in constructing the framework of a nation. Acting as a storehouse of information, the media helps in circulating political information across the world. I hope at the end of this lecture you have learned that the youth can gather information, analyze it and circulate it through social media. Moreover, they can also provide valuable feedback regarding new policies and political actions to political candidates and institutions. The social media, being a global platform, also provides the youth information about international politics so that they can compare and observe political decisions and formulate their own perspectives. However, while the social media has fostered greater connection among the youth throughout the world, it has failed to generate active participation of the youth in political processes. While the youth expresses their political opinion through blogs, self-made videos and commenting on others' blog posts, they fail to take active participation in political processes like voting or joining political groups, arrange political meetings, etc. Thus, efforts need to be generated in this direction in order to ensure both online and offline political participation. I hope you enjoyed the lecture. For more details, please read the module on this lecture carefully and attempt the questions in the end. Thank you.